And we started broadcasting, and we broadcast all day, deep into the night. I did not leave the anchor desk for 14 hours. That by, I would say, 11 o'clock in the morning, no later than that, two towers had been hit, the Pentagon had been hit, and the plane had gone down in Pennsylvania with a suspicion, a rumor at the time, that that plane might have been headed for the Capitol building. We now know that it probably was headed for the Capitol building. My point here is that in the early going, there was a lot of confusion, a lot of fear. There were maybe 100 backstories within the CBS Broadcast Center itself. People who were working, doing their duty, but trying to check on their families. Remember the director of the broadcast in the director's booth, which is apart from the anchor desk. One of his children was missing. He feared might have been in the area or something like that, but he was able to do his job at the same time he and others were trying to check on his family member. That kind of thing permeated the building. As the minutes, then hours, then the day wore on, we began to get more substantial information. Speculation began about what the motive was, who possibly had done it. I would say in the very early stages, while Osama bin Laden and the Islamic terrorists were certainly high suspects, perhaps first on the suspect list, that everybody made a point of saying we don't know in the very early stages. But it became clear soon enough that it was the same people who had dastardly bombed our embassies before and who had attacked the USS Cole before. And I remember thinking during that period, you know, the country made little of those attacks on the embassies and didn't make all that much of the attack on the Cole. The stories rose, well, maybe front page for a few days and then began to fade. That we, all of us Americans, we hadn't connected the dots. I won't say we're oblivious, but we didn't pay much attention to what were clear signals of what these evil people had in mind. We could have and we should have recognized far ahead of what happened at the towers and at the Pentagon and in that field in Pennsylvania way beforehand, but we didn't. And I don't accept myself from that criticism. Journalists have a lot to answer for it, as well as intelligence agencies and various presidents.
If you've got it, watch it. If you don't, call your TV provider to get HDNet today.